So in Florida, this is something we've been seeing. I had never seen it in Illinois until just recently. Hey, it's me, Katie. Why should you replace your roof before you go to sell? Okay, before I begin, I want to make sure you go and like and subscribe to my channel. I've got a lot of great videos that I put on here that you may not see unless you are subscribed. So go ahead, click below, like, and subscribe. Why should you replace your roof if you are going to be selling your house? I have had a complete change of opinion in the last couple of months. Honestly, when I'm working with my sellers, it's very important that I do not advise them to spend money that they're not going to get a return on investment on. And because sometimes you don't get a return on investment on a roof, I don't advise to do it. I had a client who had a roof this past year that was probably about 15 to 18 years old. The roof didn't actually look good. So they had asked me, should we replace the roof? And I said, no, you know what? Let's just see if they say there's a problem with it. There was no leaking. There were no issues. It still had a couple of years left on it. I said, if the buyers ask for a credit at closing, then you can just give them a credit, maybe a $5,000 or $10,000 credit rather than replacing the whole roof. They said, great, let's go ahead. And the buyers did not ask for a full replacement of the roof. So my sellers came out ahead on that one. So I have another client who has a roof that's 12 years old and it looked good and he had it checked out before we went on the market, and the roofer said, you have another 10 to 15 years left on this roof. So we were in great shape. There was no leaking, no issues with it whatsoever. We went under contract very quickly. It was a great house, and surprising to me, the buyers could not get insurance on the roof, and they were finding that anything older than 10 years they could not get insurance on the roof. Therefore, they could not get their loan. Now, this is a new thing in Illinois, but if you have been living in Florida or you understand the Florida market at all, I do have another team down in Florida, is that insurance is a really big deal in Florida. There are a lot of insurance companies that have completely left the market. In addition, the ones who are still servicing Florida have raised their rates to the point where some people can't even afford their homes anymore. So in Florida, this is something we've been seeing. I had never seen it in Illinois until just recently. So my first deal ended up falling through. Luckily, we had a backup offer, and the backup offer, they went through the whole approval process, and when they went to get their insurance, again, they were told they could not get their insurance because the roof was 12 years old. So now we've had two buyers who have not been able to get insurance on a roof that is in great condition, that has 10 to 15 years left on it, that's only 12 years old. So I'm seeing this now moving into Illinois. If you are considering selling your home and your roof is about 10 years old, I am going to recommend replacing it before you move. And it's not because you're going to get a return on investment, it's because you're going to actually close on your house. And that is the key. So we had two deals and two buyers with issues on that roof. The second buyer was able to pay more for their insurance so they could cover the roof, but it's caused an immense amount of stress for my sellers. Now, when I'm talking to people about getting their homes ready on the market, I want them to ask themselves, when do they think they're going to move? They need to find out the age of the roof. Now, a lot of people don't know the age of their roof, but you can take a guess. And if you are guessing that it's around 10 years, you probably want to replace it. And I hate to say that because I hate having people spend money on something that they don't have to do. But if you get through the whole process, you list your house, you go under contract, you go to the inspection, the buyers are fine with the roof, and then the buyers cannot get insurance on their home, that deal will fall through. As always, I want you to make sure you reach out to me, call me, text me, email, make a comment below. I'm always happy to give you any information, any advice that you need before you sell your home or even before you buy a home. And make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. I have a lot of great videos that I put out that you may not see unless you subscribe. As I always say, if you know, you know, and this one, I think you're gonna need to know. This is the future of our real estate industry. Thanks for watching.